Hey all, Reese here, and I'm back with day two. Um, okay, so day two. Okay, it was going really well, really good day, positive. Barely thought about her, and I was really looking forward to Wednesday because it's my booster vaccine, see? And I had a phone call out of the blue, and it was the vaccination centre, and they said, um, "We've had to cancel your booster on Wednesday." And I was like, "You are?" And they said, "We have to cancel it." I said, "Why do you have to cancel it?" And they said, "Because your case is being put through to a panel because you're immune suppressant." Basically, yeah, because not a lot of people know this, but I was born with gamma globulinemia, so theoretically, I was born without a fully working immune system, so I had to have sanju globulin and immunoglobulin infusions every week for 5 years. So my immune system now is made up of hundreds of thousands of other people's immune systems. So I said to him, "Okay." But the thing is, I've waited for ages, and you knew 2 months ago about my immune deficiency issue, and you told me it went to panel then. And then I rang back a month ago, and you told me it's still in panel. So then I got the letter, so I assumed a decision had been made, and I assumed that I was getting the booster. And he said, "I do apologise, Mr. Atkinson. There seems to be a problem with your case, since it somehow got lost." And I said, "Oh, okay. So how long is that going to take now? Because I was going to have it on Wednesday. I was going to give it a week or two for the antibodies to build up, and then I was going to be out of here." Because that's one of the issues, see. There's a lot of stuff in here that reminds me of her. And that's why I like to take the dog out. It gets me away, it gets me on the outside, it gets me some fresh air, you know. But what it doesn't get me is social interaction. And because we're social creatures, you and I, at the end of the day, we feed off facial expressions, something you can't do over the internet in font. Well, you can in video messages, obviously, but you know what I mean. It's not the same thing. I was looking forward to getting the booster, so the antibodies built up, so I could go out and start mingling and having a bit of fun again, you know, help me get my mind off things. So he said, he as soon as the phone call finishes, he's going to send an urgent email to the panel people, telling them about my case, and it's been 8 months now since my last jab, and they reckon anything over 6 that you need to, your booster, or in my case, maybe a third dose. Now, my question was, what's the difference between a booster vaccine and a third dose, They said, well, a third dose is basically, a booster vaccine is for people with normal immune systems, like a lot of you, that just need a top up. Mine may need a whole nother set, so a third and fourth jab, basically the same as the first and the second one that I had before. So I just got to wait a bit longer now, so that's fun. But I'm actually quite fortunate because I live in a detached house with no neighbours, and behind the house I've got a park and a massive field. So I can take the dog and I can just go walking for miles, and that helps. But yeah. So I got that news, and it was a bit of a knockback because I had plans. I was going to have this booster vaccine, and I was going to let it kick in, and then I was going to start, interacting again. But it is what it is. No point crying about it. But as far as things go here, I was having a really positive day. I tell you what I struggle with a lot is getting to sleep. I really struggle to sleep in the nights. I've been relying on sleeping medication lately to help me sleep because obviously I'm laying in that bed and I'm laying in there alone. Well, Millie's always by the side of me. She always jumps on the bed, but you know what I mean. I'm used to laying there with another person, and now I'm just laying in there on my own with my trusty dog by my side. But so when I'm laying there, I just look over at her spot, and feels like I die a little bit inside. But that is getting, you know, that is. Getting less intense as time goes on, but I got to remind myself it's only been 11 days since she left, so you know, I got to give her some time. But yeah, so I'm finding it tough because of that to sleep. So I've been using sleeping medication to help me get to sleep, but I don't want to have to rely on that long term because it's not good for you. So I woke up a lot earlier than I would usually wake up, thanks to my alarm today. And so I'm hoping I get really knackered tonight so I can just, you know, nod off naturally. Fingers crossed and all that. But another thing about the sleeping aspect of it as well is the dreams. Yeah, the dreams. I always 90% of the time I dream of her, and I have this reoccurring one where I dream that in my dream she's gone and she's left me, and then I wake up to tell her, oh, I had this awful dream that this happened and you left, and I wake up and it takes me a few seconds to realize, no, it wasn't just the dream, it's actually happened, you know. This is actually real. But was having a positive day until that phone call when they told me that that booster was cancelled. So I need not to focus on the negative, which was the booster being cancelled. I need to focus on the positive, which is that I was having a good day up until that point. So I need to try and, because the thing is, when you're in this situation, I'm sure a lot of you who are going through the same thing feel it as well. When you're going through this situation, it doesn't take much to set you back. I know, like, you know, things that other people would look at as tiny little events can be a lot. But everything's heightened when you're going through this. So yeah, but no, I'm sure it'd be okay. It'd be okay. Another thing I'm trying to do as well is I'm trying, because a lot of her stuff is still here in her office, which is where I keep saying her office. Come on, Reese, it's not her office anymore. It's not my office either. I don't work here, but it's my spare room. I've got 2 spare rooms now, 2 spare bedrooms. Yeah, so she's left a lot of stuff here, so I need to bag it up. And I find it really hard. You know, I'm finding it quite difficult to bag it up because it's almost like then you're really letting go and you're really saying goodbye, you know, which is a tough thing to do. But I bagged one thing up today, and I think I'll leave it at that. I don't want to push myself too hard because I know what I'm like. Flipping out. Fucking hell, going down a keg full of whiskey or something. Nah, I won't, but it's a nice thought. But yeah, so I'm gonna slowly but surely start bagging things up, and then I'll probably have them delivered to her. I won't deliver it. But yeah. So, you know, all in all, it's been a good day. Besides that knockback with the phone call, but this is day 2, and like I always say, you gotta hope that tomorrow will be a better day, because you know, and that silence is still deafening. I can't wait for that to stop. I can still notice that as well. You know, I noticed that the everything's so quiet because the conversation was always flowing when she was here. See, so yeah, it's I'm the sort of guy. I really struggle with change. I mean, in the living room, I struggle if like the sofa is moved to a different part of the room to where it usually is. I struggle with that. I'm terrible. I'm a bad person at dealing with change. So this kind of transition now from being in a 5-year relationship to living with someone for 4.5 of them to being by yourself is a very, very, very hard pill to swallow. It's very, I'm finding it, you see, it's like my dad said. My stepmother's was taken into hospital. She had a stroke, bless her. And I asked Dad how he was yesterday, and he said he feels lost. And I can relate to that. I feel lost, you know. I feel a little bit, I'm definitely not in my comfort zone. But I truly believe that feeling, that awkward feeling, that lonely feeling will ease, you know. I went back on the I went on the Tinder app and I was speaking to a few people on there, which is nice. But you know, they know the score. I'd love to meet someone else, but it's way too soon. Yeah, flipping hell, gotta heal this broken heart first. Gotta get it strong enough again. I need to heal it again. You know, the wound needs to heal before I can even think about doing that. But I'll get there. I'll get there. It's tough, but I'll get there because I'm hard. I got grit. See, and I don't give up. And I won't give up. And neither will any of you going through the same thing either. Because there's always another day, and there's so much that can happen. The game's not over yet, as they say. But so, yeah, that's me today. I'm hanging in there. I'm doing all right. Hopefully they'll get their bloody asses in gear with the vaccination people and flipping get me in for whatever it is I need next. And then I can start to mingle a bit more then and have, a social life back. But yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm feeling positive, and I will catch you all tomorrow for day 3. But before I go, if you could like and subscribe and hit that bell button that will let you know of any further uploads that I put on, that would be greatly appreciated. And I really genuinely hope that I'm helping somebody else out there as well. Because it does help me talking about this to you, because it gets it off my chest. And the thing is, when she left, a chunk of money left with her. So I haven't been able to, not lately anyway, till I catch back up, but I haven't been able to afford my therapy. So this is my therapy now, for the meantime. Well, maybe for a while actually. I quite like doing it, but it really helps me as well as it hopefully helps a lot of you. So thanks for joining me, and I will catch you all tomorrow for day 3. So long.